As I mentioned in my opening statement, the bipartisan infrastructure law provided more than $55 billion for drinking water and wastewater improvements, the largest investment in the nation's history, which is in addition to the significant investments Congress has made through the American Rescue Plan. Even then, we knew that this was only a down payment, and the continued need is clearer now. This past April, EPA released its most recent drinking water infrastructure needs survey and assessment, which estimated that the 20-year national drinking water infrastructure need is a staggering $625 billion. That's $625 billion with a B. My question is really a question for each of you. The question, I'll start off, if I could, with Secretary Beiser, also known as President Beiser. Please share with us, if you would, some of your beliefs with respect to the bipartisan infrastructure, your experience with respect to the bipartisan infrastructure law's funding, what you've been able to achieve with that funding in North Carolina. Tell us a bit about the financial gap, if any, that remains in your efforts to address water infrastructure challenges. You've spoken to this already, but you can reiterate it if you will. Repetition is a good thing. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you for that question. One of the things that we think about a lot in North Carolina is that people don't tend to think about water infrastructure unless they turn on their faucet and water doesn't come out, or they don't have clean water, they have to boil water, or if they can't flush a toilet, right? That is when we typically think about water infrastructure. And so as a result, we have underinvested for decades in our systems. And so this piece of legislation has provided a huge shot in the arm for us. You mentioned that the EPA needs survey is identifying, hundreds of billions of dollars in additional needs. That is true in North Carolina as well. So we have a 2017 study that we are in the process of updating right now because it doesn't take into account some hurricanes that we dealt with that estimated our needs at $17 to $26 billion just for our basic water infrastructure. So that's not including looking at the needs associated with upgrading our drinking water to deal with PFAS and protect public health. So that's quite significant. To give you another dollar figure, we were only able in 2023 so far to fund 9% of the $2.6 billion that have been requested by our local utilities thus far. And that number has held pretty steady for the past few years. We've had a record investment, which is wonderful. I mentioned the $1.9 billion from the American Rescue Plan on top of the wonderful funding we are getting from IIJA. And we are working hard to make sure that that funding is reaching every community that needs it in the state.
Dearest friends, you need to watch out for this. This is important news for all Americans. Economists are now warning of another wave of high prices across many sectors. But some officials are deciding to take action and further approve relief directly for households. Many U.S. households currently qualify for more than $3,000 in tax credits. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, my friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Another wave of high prices could be coming for the U.S. economy, thanks to factors like hefty government spending and very high energy costs. Kevin Hassett, a former White House economist, is now warning all Americans. He recently told CNBC News, "We're going to see another inflation wave that's going to be stimulated by high growth and by higher energy prices." The former White House economic expert's comments comes amid renewed optimism that disinflation is leading the U.S. economy into a soft landing, with prices dramatically cooler than highs recorded last summer. Inflation has accelerated 3.2% in July, edging closer to the Fed's 2% target rate. Kevin Hassett warned that there are still lingering price pressures in the U.S. economy that could bring on a resurgence of hot inflation. GDP is set to grow nearly 6% over the third quarter, with Hassett predicting a 30% to 40% chance of GDP growth will clock in higher than real interest rates in the economy. The level of economic growth is inflationary, and prices have already gone up in key sectors. Energy prices, which alone make up around 80% of the CPI, have risen with the average price of a gallon of gas increasing to $3.82 this past Tuesday. So one big question is whether state leaders and lawmakers are going to approve further financial relief to help households cope with these rising prices. Currently, Duke Energy is encouraging customers to take advantage of the Home Energy Improvement Rebates Program. This is to enhance their home's energy efficiency and lower their bill. Through this program, eligible customers can complete a free home energy check where they will receive a report detailing their home's past and current energy usage, as well as expert recommendations for improvements that will increase their home's efficiency. After the customer completes a home energy check and makes the recommended home improvements, they may qualify for rebate checks worth thousands of dollars. Alabama Power customers can also expect a little back this summer on their bills. The Alabama Public Service Commission recently voted to approve a refund, which is to be paid to Alabama Power customers this month. This came after the company reported it was above the allowed rate of return range by $62 million in 2022. The commissioners voted to approve the refunds this month, as customers usually consume more power during the summer months, and the extra money will have more impact. Floridians can now save more than $3,000 through tax credits from the Inflation Reduction Act and Florida Power and Light rebates. When investing in energy-efficient equipment, homeowners are entitled to some energy tax breaks through the Inflation Reduction Act. These items include central air conditioners, insulation, new windows, and electric panel upgrades. The Inflation Reduction Act tax credits are available for 10 years, so homeowners can receive the same amount each year through 2033. The state of Colorado could also soon compete with California for maximum incentives offered on electric vehicle purchases. A new report indicates that Colorado electric vehicle buyers can save thousands of dollars on new and used electric vehicle purchases. Governor Jared Polis's administration aims to add nearly 1 million light-duty electric vehicles on Colorado streets by the end of the decade. That is a significant increase from the current 86,000 electric vehicles plying on its roads. To meet this ambitious target, buyers would need to begin opting zero-emission vehicles in the coming years. Some of these incentives include a $5,000 state tax credit for vehicles purchased or leased after July 1st, 2023. Then you have an additional $2,500 low-cost electric vehicle tax credit, which is available from January 2024 onwards. Buyers can also exchange their vehicles for up to $6,000. And of course, the $7,500 federal tax credit, which is available nationwide. So dear friends, what are your thoughts about electric vehicles? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, to my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, simply click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.